The most amount of money I've made in a single year is about $4 million. I don't know how a boy who's like a village boy in Africa ended up owning a McLaren.
Today, I got something special for you guys. We're gonna meet up with a friend of mine who dropped out of college, started from ground zero, and built up multiple companies to over 4 million in revenue. Not only are we gonna sit down with him, pick his brain, see how he was able to achieve so much success, but he's also gonna give us a tour of his brand new McLaren, as you can see, and his brand new shop. Stay tuned. Bro, it's good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah, man, what up, brother?
So, bro, who are you and what do you do for work?
My name is George, aka Manifest George. Just a kid from Africa, man. I came here when I was 11 years old, started multiple seven-figure businesses, dropped out of college. Parents wanted me to go in the medical field, but I found my passion and this is what I do now. You know, I'm here trying to make money and trying to inspire other people.
This is your car here.
Absolutely, this is our shop car, McLaren 600 LT. We've had it for about 2 weeks. We're gonna build this car, so right now it's still fresh, but we have a lot of work to do.
And how much does this go for?
These are about 230. They can go up to like 260.
Like, is this one with a lot of options? I mean, we're talking.
No, this
I
thing.
see the carbon fiber here, but.
Dude, this thing has like every option, every spec on it. Carbon fiber, bumper. It's a Spider as well, which is amazing. I believe there's only 346 of them made in the world. Got the boys at Exotic Car Factory that really took care of me, Brian and Sean. That's all thanks to them.
Tell us a little about this one. So this is a car you guys just wrapped, correct?
Yes, so we just finished this today. It's for a gentleman who's amazing. He's brought us a lot of business. Thank you so much, Rohan. And we just wrapped it in olive green. Dude, it was so hard to get this wrap. He's been waiting for like a month, but we finally got it done. What we do at this location is we do wraps and then PPF as well.
Okay.
And window tinting.
Window tinting as well.
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour and
give
then
us a quick little tour.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is where it all started, right?
Absolutely.
This is the office in here. Love
Yeah, so this is my office. This is where I really like zone in and tap in into what I have to do throughout the day. What I'm gonna show you guys is the bigger warehouse where there's a boat, and we just wrapped a helicopter not too long ago, right? Wow, this space, we got blessed by a gentleman named Ryan. He just stored some of his boats here and he was like, dude, do you guys just wanna like use our space? We said absolutely, and we're now working with him on something very special. I don't want to say yet, but it's gonna involve boats. But what we've been doing in this space, we've been wrapping. PPF has been at the other location where we just came from. And here we're working on a Corvette. We're powder coating rims, calipers, so the wheels are out and we're just waiting for this to be done.
Awesome.
Yes, so like I said, we are gonna start working on boats. I'm not gonna talk too much about that until later, but
sure.
This is so much more space where we can be flexible with wrapping and PPFing and all the fun stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you had the helicopter in here, right?
Absolutely. So this is where the famous helicopter, we wrapped in Ferrari red, Copter Phil. Thank you so much again. Yeah, dude, we had it right here. The guys were working day in and day out. Because that other little space, we outgrew it. When we started this shop, we're doing PPF wraps and tints. And then everybody was saying, hey, dude, can you do my car? Can you do my cars? That's why we had to move into this bigger area. Yeah, dude, come on, bro. You already know that. That's what we do.
So, dude, thanks for taking the time to show us around, man. Dude,
Absolutely.
You got a great business here. You're obviously killing it. I mean, we got the McLaren, we got the BMW.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. What I really want to hear is like, how did you get started becoming an entrepreneur? Tell us a little bit about your story.
So, I grew up in the IE, which is called the Inland Empire out here in California. There's nothing out there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There wasn't much for me to do. So I ended up moving to LA when I was 19 years old. I started working at a fitness center and quickly climbed up the ranks. And I just started to really, really work hard. But I noticed I wasn't being appreciated. And I'm pretty sure a lot of entrepreneurs can, they can confirm this. You can work for other people really, really hard, but then why not work for yourself? So when I was working for this company, this fitness company, I asked for a vacation and they threatened to like fire me. I was like, dude, I just want a vacation. Like I'm the first one in, the last one out. And then I asked for like a vacation for 5 days and you guys are saying, oh, you know what? You might not have your job when you come back. I was like, dude, you know what? I don't deserve this. I started Airbnb at that point.
So you quit your job?
I quit.
Just because they didn't give you a vacation?
It was the presentation, the way they delivered that news to me, like, you're not gonna have your job back if you go on vacation. I was like, wait, I'm here from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and you're gonna tell me I can't take a vacation? And it's not like I was asking for a lot. I didn't take a vacation for like 3 years. I noticed, you know what, man? I should be working this hard for myself. And that's why I decided to start Airbnb. And it's so funny, one of the friends that was working under me, he ended up quitting and he started an Airbnb, and I asked him, hey man, how's it going? I'm on vacation, by the way. I'm in Hawaii, chilling.
Yeah.
I was like, let me make a call to this guy. He ended up quitting a month before. Hey man, how's Airbnb going? He said, dude, I'm killing it. I have like 5 of them. It's like, wait, you have 5 Airbnbs? Dude, how do I start? He said, hey man, when you come back from your vacation, I want you to meet my mentor. Man, when I think about this, it's crazy. I ended up meeting his mentor. He's over there hanging paintings on the wall, and he's telling me about how business is going. He has 10 Airbnbs already. He's killing it. And I said, teach me. And I started one Airbnb. My wife and I were cleaning them. We were checking in the guests. We're cleaning toilets. We're waiting in the rain to check in customers at 3 a.m. But we loved it because we're working hard for ourselves. Once I started that first Airbnb, I duplicated, I got a second one. And I was like, okay, now I'm building a system. I'm gonna start hiring cleaners. So I don't have to have my pregnant wife cleaning toilets with me, checking in guests at 2 a.m. So we just started duplicating the process. And from there, we ended up with like 55 Airbnbs.
55. So
Yes.
you started with one Airbnb.
One
now you have
Airbnb.
55.
Absolutely.
How old were you when you really started becoming an entrepreneur? Were you like in your mid 20s then, late 20s?
I would say, yeah, my early 20s. I stayed away from the whole party scene.
So you had no distractions.
No
just
distraction.
Complete focus on and drive to become successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I did get carried away at some point. Once I started hitting like my 20th Airbnb, I was rolling in money, right? Started partying, got a little distracted, got into some bad habits, and that's what my wife really helped me clean up, man. So yeah, it's been an insane journey.
What would be some advice you would have for your younger self? Like, should you have taken the jump to become an entrepreneur sooner? Or talk to us a little bit about your thought process now versus then.
If I can go back and tell my younger self anything is, dude, you made the right decision and everything happened at the right time. It's such a progression, both internally, mindset, and just whatever pieces are coming and aligning at the time. So sometimes I don't say like, oh, I wish I started this like years back, like when I was like 15. Nah, man, it happened at the right time because I needed to go through what I went through with my previous bosses when I was working a regular job to be shown like, you know what, I wasn't being appreciated. And that's when I had to go into what I went to and branched off.
So did you go to college or, I mean, you finished high school, right? Did you go to college? I'm curious. So like, what was your route while you were grinding, trying to make money?
Well, now my mom's happy, but when I was supposed to go to college too, I went for 2 years. I couldn't do it, man.
So you dropped out?
I dropped out. Yeah, I dropped out. I was supposed to go in the medical field. You know, my mom, she's Kenyan and all her friends are all nurses, doctors. So that's what she wanted for me. And I was sitting in class, man, it was not for me. I was zoned out, thinking about other things, acting, all this other stuff. You know, I actually moved to Los Angeles, believe it or not, to be an actor.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah, that was like my original intention, but I had to pay bills and that's how I ended up at the fitness company that I was working for. It wasn't for me. To answer your question, college was not for me. I was a dropout and I had to survive and it makes you tough.
Grind, yes.
Yeah.
So on the come up, did you make any mistakes? Like, did you go into debt? I'm curious, like, walk us through some of the mistakes you made and that you would advise people not to make.
I made a lot of mistakes and I love that because that's part of the process. And on anything, we're still making mistakes here at the body shop. But one of the mistakes I made with Airbnb is just trying to scale way too fast. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs, I'm not saying I'm uber successful, but a lot of entrepreneurs, they do make that mistake. You just gotta take your time, you gotta be calculated. I know you get excited, you wanna keep growing and scaling, but that was one of the setbacks. I ended up getting into debt and I had to like scale back, build from, you know, just do it the right way.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would say. If you're an entrepreneur, just scale, be calculated, but also be aggressive, but calculated.
And walk us through on the come up, right? So when you were 19, 20, you know, in your early 20s, working at the gym, were you saving your money, thinking you were gonna be an entrepreneur? Talk to us a little bit about that.
I was because I wasn't partying too much. Any extra money I had, I was just saving. Cause I mean, I would work and go home, work and go home. That's it.
See, this is the funny thing, man.
Yeah.
Like most people think, you know, you make a little money and you just spend it.
Yeah.
Everybody, like even my age or younger, makes money, spends it.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious, your advice for people young would be to save money.
Instead of spending it, just put it back in the business. Put everything back in the business. Just act like you're broke. Absolutely. You have to act like you're broke because I bought a Ferrari, I bought a Lambo. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, like anybody in their 20s would do the same thing. But if you're listening, dude, just save your money, just put it back into the business. Yeah, have fun, don't be boring. I think one of the best things you can do is take trips, go travel, go learn new cultures. But having 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, that's when you fall into traps and now you're in debt. Now the business is bleeding and now you're out of business.
How important was it for you to find a mentor? Because that one person can change your life, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Dude, I think you should have a mentor in every field that you get into. Yes, I did make some mistakes, but most of the mistakes were actually taken care of because the mentor told me, hey, dude, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And I was actually able to scale a little faster than most people because I had him. If I had a question, hey man, like, what do I do in this situation? Boom, 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 text him. Hey bro, do it like this, do it like that, don't do that, don't do that. So it's absolutely critical to have a mentor.
You got into Airbnb. You then got into car rentals. How did you get into wrapping and detail and working on cars, boats, and helicopters?
Man, I have one of the most interesting lives, man. I don't know. I don't know how a boy who was like a village boy in Africa ended up owning a McLaren. It's just all been like the universe just putting the right pieces together, right? So let's go back to LA Fitness and then car rental business. So when I started my car rental business, I used to bring all my cars to this guy in Santa Ana to do all the wraps, to do all the window tinting and PPF. And I asked him, hey man, I'm an entrepreneur. I see money first. How much money do you guys make over here? He told me the numbers. I could not believe it. So I said, bro, his name is Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan Ortega. I was like, bro, let's open a shop together. I'm bringing you all this business. You have all these cars that I'm giving you. Why don't we just open our own thing? And that's how I'm here right now. We partnered up. We started with a few cars, but the relationships have been insane. The more people we meet, they all want to help us. They all want to work with us, which is amazing. And God bless them. We try to be humble. We try to do good business, but that's how we ended up doing the helicopter, just from talking to these guys. And we had a grand opening, and I asked this gentleman, he's a pilot. Shout out to Copter Phil. And hey man, we have a grand opening. Can we wrap your helicopter? Dude, we ended
crazy.
up, yeah, it was insane. He said, bro, say less. I'm gonna bring the helicopter, let's wrap it. We wrapped a Ferrari red, and he absolutely loves it. Shout out to Esteban, the owner of the helicopter as well. They absolutely loved it, and we wanna start, doing crazy things, doing boats. We don't wanna stop at cars. We wanna be innovative.
What's your Instagram handle again?
It's Manifest George.
Manifest George,
Yeah.
right? So how important is it and what's your thoughts on manifestation?
Dude, everything I am today is because of manifestation. The universe, and I get spiritual and I start, some people think, oh, dude, this guy's a weirdo, Dana White, he talks about manifestation as well. So when you speak things into existence, I choose my words very carefully. I never want to say negative things about myself, about my company, about the guys I work with, because they carry weight, they carry power. So I said I was gonna open an Airbnb, it happened. I said I was gonna open a car rental business, that happened. And now we have a body shop. Everything has just been, I spoke it, I wrote it down, and it came true. And to anybody who's watching, dude, please do not think this is like, this is like weird stuff, or this is this and that. It's real. You can be and have anything you want in life as long as you speak it and you speak positive things. You're a positive person around your community. You're a positive person around your friends, around your family. Yeah, life is not easy, but choose and be very careful with your words. There's challenges. There's always going to be challenges in life, right? But it's how you approach them and how you look at them and the words that you use to overcome those challenges, yeah.
And how did you meet your partner? Like, did you meet him at a car meet, or?
I put something on Instagram, right? And I was like, hey, I'm looking for somebody to wrap or tint my car. This gentleman, his name is Toby, great guy. He said, hey, you got to go see this guy named Jonathan. Kills it, does really good work at his shop. Sends me the number, I pull up on Jonathan, and from there, we just started talking about numbers and started talking about how to start our own venture. And
Wow.
that's how 1105 was started.
Just from Instagram.
Just from
You
Instagram.
literally started talking to him on Instagram, and now you're a business partner.
Absolutely.
Dude, the power of
so-
manifestation, the power of social media.
Exactly. Both the power of manifestation and social media. You cannot undervalue that.
What would be your advice to somebody who's starting from zero?
My biggest advice is first you have to believe in yourself. I know it sounds corny, but when I started, my parents said, no, you should go to medical field. Stick with medical field. There's money in it. It's promising. Dude, nothing is ever promising in life. You just got to take a chance, take the risk. It might work out. If it doesn't, then pivot. Find other angles. But find something that you really love, and no matter what anybody say, and just find a way to make a living off of it. And dude, don't listen to nobody, man. A lot of people are telling you can't do it because they didn't do it. How are you gonna take advice from somebody who hasn't even done it? You know?
So true.
And the people who've already doing it, they are gonna tell you, dude, my mentor, you can do it because I'm already doing it. This is the process. This is how to overcome this. This is how to do that. So that's my advice to anybody. Believe in yourself and find the right people and connect with the right people.
For everyone watching who doesn't know how to find successful people, right? Because you went from working at a gym to somehow getting in touch with an Airbnb superhost, a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
Where can somebody go and meet these type of people?
I hated networking until I really had to network. It's like a combination of the universe, but also really putting yourself out there. You gotta find somebody or a community of people who are doing what you wanna do. So car people, we all go to car meets, right? So if you wanna start a body shop, go to Cars and Coffee. You'll meet a lot of guys. If you wanna get into detailing, definitely go to Cars and Coffee. Go to these events where everybody's gathering and they have the same mindset, the same passion, the same love.
Dude,
There should be zero reason why you shouldn't find the right people. You just gotta find a community, bring value, add value to that community, and you're always gonna win.
How has social media helped your business?
Social media has helped tremendously. A lot of people share a content. Sharing is like everything. Sharing is caring. I don't know why that popped in my head, but when people share a content, like let's say we did a helicopter, so many people are just posting it everywhere. Oh my God, yo, these guys, they were just doing like a Ferrari, but now they're doing a helicopter. Now they tell their friends, everybody tells their friends type of thing, right? So social media has been critical. We don't do Google ads. Everything has been word of mouth and just sharing our content and people just DMing us. That's it, shooting us a text.
That's crazy.
We even have our phone number on our Instagram, so that's helped a lot. So not only can you DM us, but you can text us directly.
That's crazy, man. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got value out of this video, please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you in the next one.